All right. Hey, how about we shift gears? Shift gears into what, you might ask? Third? No. April 23rd. The birthday book. We're going to read a little bit of birthday book. April 23rd, the day of adopted security. What we got here? We got like a ring and then somebody falling through it. Yeah. Can't see that? Can you see it there? Yeah. Pull focus, pull focus. All right. Is it your birthday today? Well, if it is, happy birthday. Earnest and heartfelt right there. Happy birthday. Happy 23rd. All right. Day of adopted security. You are a Taurus sign there for the Aries Taurus cusp, 2 to 4 degrees Taurus, and your quality and element are fixed earth. I always forget quality element, but that's where we are. All right, let's dive in, shall we? Those born on April 23rd seek the best haven for their considerable talents and will not rest until they have established themselves under the auspices of a recognized or powerful organization. Does that sound about right? That was a lot of words. This does not necessarily mean that they will be employed directly by that organization, though it is often the case, but that the organization will serve as a kind of patron for them, perhaps recommending them to others and opening doors. April 23 people can often be found marrying into a family which will take them under its wing. Those born on this day care little for an isolated life. They need to exert their power within a larger sphere. Financial success and security are of paramount importance to them. Those in the arts, say writers, journalists, painters, or in business, manufacturers or shopkeepers, rely on building up a following which will, year in and year out, continue to buy their books or their products. April 23 people who perform a service, say doctors, lawyers, and accountants, will carefully build a clientele knowing that without it, they are lost. April 23 people manage to express themselves as individuals within the family or professional sphere, but they will never want to be outspoken as to lose the support of a group with which they are involved. In these respects, they are very dependent on the goodwill and the trust of others. A danger exists to this much needed security from the impulsive side of their nature, which craves excitement. Those born on this day may at times act rashly, jeopardizing their position. If April 23 people are able to direct a longing for change and stimulation into their work while keeping their personal lives in balance, they will succeed. If not, they may disrupt both their business and family life with all sorts of impulsive schemes. April 23 people are more than happy to continue in a chosen activity for a lifetime. If they repress their individuality too much, however, they run the risk of losing the interest of others. The trick for them is to regularly innovate, to bring to the fore well thought out new projects which will move them forward. Should they settle for a conceited, stick in the mud existence, they will be working at cross purposes with their own highly creative nature. An April 23 person often has the sharp, keen eye for the foibles of others and a very deep understanding of human character and motives. Care must be taken to use this highly insightful and incisive bent constructively, especially if teaching or parenting. April 23 people must wield their considerable influence over others wisely, and from time to time exercise control over their nimble minds and sharp tongues. All right, let's move into those born on this day. William Shakespeare, traditional birth date. Let's see, British Elizabethan playwright of Hamlet, Macbeth, King Lear, Othello, Romeo and Juliet, and he was also a director, actor, and poet. Catherine de Medici, she was a French queen. Max Planck was a German theoretical physicist, the Nobel Prize winner for quantum mechanics. Joseph M. Turner, British pre-impressionist painter. Sergei Prokofiev, German composer, pianist. Vladimir Nabokov, a Russian writer of Lolita. James A. Buchanan, U.S. President. Nagiao Marsh, New Zealand mystery story writer. Shirley Temple, black, child film actress, U.S. ambassador. Roy Orbison, rock and roll singer, songwriter. Bernadette Devlin, Irish politician. Stephen A. Douglas, U.S. representative, senator, and Lincoln opponent and debater. Warren Spahn, baseball pitcher. He was a Cy Young Award winner, 8-time National League wins leader. Most Southpaw career wins. Chauncey Depew, New York Central Railroad president, U.S. Senator of New York. Lester Pearson, Canadian Nobel Prize winning Prime Minister. Bud Wilkinson, Oklahoma college football coach. 3 national titles, 47 game winning streak. Robert C. Wright, GE Financial Services, NBC and RCA head. George Steiner, economist, cultural historian, comparative literature professor, real presences, I guess that was a book. Lee Majors, TV actor, the $6 million man. Gail Goodrich, basketball guard. All right, moving on to your numbers and planets. Those born on the 23rd of this month are ruled by the number 5, as 2 + 3 = 5, and by the planet Mercury. Since Mercury represents quickness of thought and change, those born on this day must find a way to balance such energy with a strong need for security. They may have to rein in those impulses which have them driving in the fast lane, impulses which are emphasized by the influences of Mars and Venus, the rulers of Aries and Taurus, respectively. Fortunately, the hard knocks that those ruled by the number 5 receive in life typically will have little lasting effect. Here's your tarot. The 5th card of the major arcana is the Hierophant, an interpreter of sacred mysteries who is symbolic of human understanding and of faith. His knowledge is esoteric, and he has an authority over things unseen. Favorable traits conferred by this card are self-assuredness, absence of doubt, and proper interpretation. Unfavorable traits are moralizing, bombast, and dogmatism. Here's your health. April 23 people must be careful to prepare for their old age. They often sink into fixed, repetitive habits as they get older, which rob them of a youthful capacity for change and can literally cripple them. Therefore, continued mild and moderate exercise is advisable. Spending time with their grandchildren and or doing volunteer work with children will keep them lively and in touch with youthful energies. Those born on this day are vulnerable to arthritis of all sorts, particularly of the neck. They are also prone to hearing loss and dizziness. In extreme cases, Meniere's syndrome. Particularly with arthritis, a regular program of moderate physical exercise can stave off deterioration and stiffening of joints and maintain a greater degree of flexibility into old age. Their tastes in food are quite sophisticated and wide-ranging, but their love of bread, butter, and pastries can be fatal. Watch out for them donuts, all right? This desire for earth foods should be guided in the direction of cereals, rice, bulgur, and polenta. I don't know what those latter two are myself. I'll look that up. Advice. Here's your advice, April 23, folks. Have more confidence in your ability to operate on your own. Beware of becoming fixed. Try to be more flexible. Let your emotions out and follow your hunches. Balance your personal life. Don't be afraid to speak your mind, but be tactful and kind. Here's your meditation. There is a place to be alone. All right. Here are your strengths. You're social, secure, careful. And your weaknesses, inflexible, anxious, and repressed. Your season is spring. Again, you're a Taurus for the Aries Taurus cusp. And your elements and quality is fixed earth. All right, that's been the April 23rd birthday reading. If it is your birthday, once again, happy birthday. All right, let's get on with it. You have a good one, all right?